Bloodstrike just dropped one of the craziest mid-season updates we have ever seen, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this update changes how Battle Royale and squad fights are completely played. We have a brand new wildcard system in Battle Royale that gives you extra passive perks which enhances your gameplay, and in squad fights we have a new feature that can instantly win rounds, an overtime duel mechanic, and generally a new weapon that might actually break the close range meta. If you care about ranking up, adapting faster, and not getting left behind this season, you need to understand this update. If you later find this video helpful, do well to like the video, turn on post notifications for more videos, and of course subscribe. Before we begin, shout out to my channel members. If you want to join the channel membership, use the link down in the description below. Now let us break down exactly what the developers just did to Bloodstrike. Big shout out to today's sponsor, Wingstore, the most trusted and affordable top-up platform for Bloodstrike. With Wingstore, you can top up gold instantly at the lowest prices and with 100% safety guaranteed. No more overpriced payments or waiting hours to receive your recharge. It is always fast, reliable, and secure. They even support every payment method you can think of, from bank transfers all the way to crypto. Use my creator discount code KNOXYT to top up in-game and save money. So if you need a quick recharge before jumping back into a match, Wingstore is the way to go. Check the link in the description and pin comment and start recharging now. This right here is exactly what is going to change the Battle Royale completely. Wildcards are brand new in-match passive perks that you can find while looting around the map. They come in different rarities just like normal loot, and once you pick them up, they give you passive perks that affect how you play. You can equip up to 3 wildcards at the same time, so instead of everyone running around with the same fixed playstyle every single match, you can now build your own combination mid-game. And here is where it gets interesting. If you die, one of your equipped wildcard will randomly drop. That means if you eliminate someone late game, you might actually upgrade your own collection by taking their wildcard. This removes fixed combat playstyles completely. Now the next thing might look small on paper, but for high level players this is actually very important. They have added the spear, the M82 and the MP7 to the ground loot in Battle Royale. That means you can now find these weapons directly while looting instead of relying on shops or airdrops. But here is where it gets serious. Starting from next season, Battle Royales will have a ground weapon rotation system. That means some guns will no longer spawn on the ground at all, and the only way to get them will be only through airdrops or shops. And as seasons change, that pool of weapons that spawn on the ground will also change. And if your favorite gun is not in the ground loot next season, you either fight to get an airdrop or you simply adapt. Now this is where loot knowledge becomes very important. Smart players will learn which weapons are in rotation, and the casual players will just keep complaining that their gun is not spawning. Now let us talk about squad fight season 15, because this is not just a small balance patch, this is a full overhaul. First, they completely rebalance the cash income and shop prices. That alone already changes how rounds will be played. You now have to think more carefully about when to save, when to buy, and how your whole team manages money. It is not just about fighting anymore. They also added a second mid-round airdrop supply. On top of that, there is a brand new airdrop item called Team Cash. Once someone in your team picks it up, every member of the team receives extra money. Shop weapon modifications have also been upgraded, so if your economy is tight, you can still buy something decent that will help you in a fight. And this one is huge. If a player quits the match, a bot will now replace them, and the remaining players receive extra cash each round to help offset the disadvantage. Now I don't know how strong the bot will be, but I would say that it will definitely serve as a distraction, so use it to your advantage. Now here's where things get intense in squad fights. In the middle of the round, a sudden death flag will unlock. If you capture and hold it for a certain period of time, you would instantly win the round. Instant victory, guys. It's absolutely insane. And if multiple teammates stand on the flag, the capture speed increases. Now those teams that just sit back and hold angles waiting, that is gone, because if you camp too hard and ignore the flag, the other team is just gonna rush it and win instantly. This mechanic forces movement, it forces coordination, and it punishes camping teams. Ranked matches are about to become way more aggressive for the squad fight players, and also if the match ties 3-3, the overtime activates. Yes, this is a new system in the game that instead of another normal round, it just turns into a 1 versus 1 duel. One player from each team fights, and then the winner stays and fights the next opponent. This continues until one team is completely wiped out. That means one crack player can potentially clutch the entire match by winning back-to-back duels, and I'm telling you this now, this is really gonna expose who actually has pure gun skill under pressure. Now squad fight has become way more intense, and honestly this squad fight update is gonna make me start playing squad fights. Now let us talk about the new weapon they just added, the HK416. This is the Type MM99 209 9mm AU assault rifle, and from the description alone, this thing sounds so dangerous. It has a high fire rate, which already makes it strong in close range fights. It is built with mobility in mind, meaning you are not gonna feel heavy or slow while pushing enemies, and it is designed to dominate close to mid-range fights. That already sounds like a rush player's dream, but here is what makes it more interesting. It comes with a brand new BAS attachment called the Type-C collapsible stock. This attachment reduces your sprint to fire delay and improves hip fire accuracy. In simple terms, you can sprint into a fight and start shooting faster, and your hip fire will be more accurate in close quarters. That combination alone makes this weapon extremely strong for aggressive players. Now I will say this, if the recoil is manageable, the HK416 could easily replace the MCX and become the new close range meta assault rifle, especially for players who constantly like to push and take fast fights. And the good part, you can unlock the HK416 through the free strike pass. If you go early to get extra rewards like 520 gold, the neon strike emotes, the ultravolt ashlord skin, and the Newton's law execution. But yeah, as always, I'll be doing a random giveaway for the strike pass. All you need to do is comment on this video. Now let us quickly talk about the weapon balance changes. 4 weapons got buffed and one very important weapon sadly got nerfed. The FN2000, AR97, MP7 and P90 all received improvement. Some got more damage, some got better recoil control, and some stronger close range performance. Now you can pause the video right now to see the exact buff and nerf numbers on the screen if you want to study the details. Overall, aggressive weapons got stronger and the most reliable suppressive guns took a hit. And yeah, that is the RPK. The RPK got nerfed. Anyway, the meta is shifting, so I believe you guys should shift with it too by simply adapting. Also, there is going to be a brand new event coming called the Celestial Anomaly. It will take place in Deserted Valley, and according to the update, a spaceship from an unknown civilization is breaking through the dimensional barrier. That already sounds insane. I do not have the full details yet, but I'm hoping that it is going to be fun and big and not just a bunch of skins loaded into the game. But anyway, before we wrap up guys, there are 2 very important adjustments you need to know about. First, the aim assist exploit is gone. You can no longer spam the tap fire button to trigger strong aim assist. There is a trick where people kept tapping to get extra stickiness. Well, now it is fixed, and I already know this is gonna spark comments because some players are about to feel a huge difference in their aim. Now let us quickly run through some quality of life improvements in the game. The gameplay mood selection screen has now been optimized, so switching moods is now easier and cleaner. Now guys, I can't lie, I think a bloodstrike dev was literally my live stream like a week ago, because who remembers when I say they need to make divisions for the game modes and make this whole selection interface clean? Well guys, they did it, and they did it exactly as I said. Yo guys, that is a big W, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, before matches you can now request to swap strikers with your teammates. That alone is huge for team coordination. In-match communication has been improved with better kill broadcast, better display of teammates combat status, and if you do not have enough money to buy back your teammate, you can now send a quick feedback notification instead of typing. These changes might look small, but they make the game way smoother, more competitive, and more team focused. Overall, this mid-season update changes bloodstrike in a deep way. Battle Royale is no longer just about landing, looting, and shooting. Wildcards introduce real playstyle freedom. You can now build your own passive perk setup mid-match, and decision making will matter now more than ever. Squad fight is not just about aim anymore either. The economy overhaul forces smart team management, the sudden death flag eliminates camping, and the last stand duel mechanic adds insane clutch potential in the overtime. Now adaptable players will rise. Players who refuse to adjust will definitely struggle, and I'm not just going to talk about this. Over the course of a few days, I'm going to be testing every single additions in this update and see how this new meta actually feels in matches. Now if you enjoyed this breakdown and if you're excited for this new update, let me know down in the comments which change you think will impact the meta the most. Is it the wildcards, is it the sudden death flag, or is it the HK416? If you found this helpful, once again do also like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on post notifications so you do not miss when I test everything in this update. Trust me, you're gonna want to see that. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy Knox. Peace.